It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And it's coming up next.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Josie Jewell making that stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air on 1st down, Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the Packers at a 50B out there for this 3rd down play. Motioning the tight end now. On 3rd down, it's Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hubbard again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Young on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Young throwing here. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Right, ready to send this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play fake, it's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Josie Jewell making that stop. Third and just 2 to go. Love to throw again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Going run again with Jacobs. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Love out of the shotgun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Carolina offense headed out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 1st down here. Young working from the gun. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Tremble with the grab. This is ahead for about 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Up the middle, Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Love. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and short.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Young to throw it. Oh, he got 3. He's got him. That's McMillan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air on first down. Young. Caught quickly on the slant. And that's good for a gain of 5. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hubbard on the give. Has a big hole left. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Matthew Wright for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Ready to send this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They stick with Jacobs. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Love on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love now to throw. Looking, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Got to figure out this third down here. Pressure coming for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Young on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Counterplay, Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Panthers pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Young. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Hubbard. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
They'll try with Hubbard. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Right, ready to send this one away. Nixon now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Reed's got it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Throwing, Love. Completes this one to Kraft. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Love to throw again. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Love from the gun. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Shotgun now for Love. He's got it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll get it up to the 44. So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Right, ready to send this one away. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Jacobs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Josie Jewell making that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Throwing his love on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They'll have a shorter field ahead of them now, Brock. That pick sets them up just shy of the 40. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Young on the play action. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a give to Hubbard. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. He's on the move. He's running for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now a run with Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now, Young. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the pistol, it's Young. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Right on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Right, ready to send this one away. Nixon now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Love to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Packers shrinking the lead some in the third. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Young working from the gun. Complete to Tremble. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. Hubbard quick on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Hubbard again. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. It's Hubbard off the option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hauled in left side. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Here's Young to throw. Escapes the puck, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Right there to tack on the point after. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Right, ready to send this one away. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Packers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Taken in by Dobbs. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Oh, stiff arm. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They stick with Jacobs. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Love looking to pass. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 4th and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing, Love. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Tight end going in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct? So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Now it's Young. That's complete till he gets. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, Young. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Packers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Josie Jewell. And the Panthers are stopped a little inside the 30.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Hubbard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Panthers up by 11. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Handoff running right. Hubbard. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Prater puts it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Right, ready to send this one away. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Takes the handoff, now Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Play fake, it's Love. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Setting up for a decisive onside kick here, just under 45 seconds left. I think the Packers got to that one. The refs agree. Packer football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that on.
And we let him off the hook.
No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw it. Has it at the 7. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing now. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw it. Chased out to his right. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.